Spinnerbait 79 here. Today we have perfect conditions to throw a spinnerbait. I have actually caught one fish already off camera on a spinnerbait. It was a 1/2 ounce War Eagle wake spinnerbait. It has two big old Colorado blades that thump. I have a no trailer hook on there currently. I just have a swim bait trailer. It's a 6-inch Divine swim bait. I have the tail dipped in some garlic scent dye, chartreuse dye. These are a type of spinnerbaits I like. I like War Eagle a lot. I like Strike King. This is another Strike King 3/8. You throw that on lighter gear. I like to throw a spinnerbait on a 7'6" medium heavy rod with 20-pound fluorocarbon. So you can get away with 17-pound. You can get away with a 7-foot medium heavy rod as well. You can get away with a spinning rod if that's what you got to throw. Anyway, that's I'm gonna put you guys up here and we're gonna get to fishing. Here we are. Gonna spinnerbait here. Once again, this is a War Eagle wake spinnerbait, 1/2 ounce. It has a Divine 6-inch Divine swim bait on there with the tail dipped in some chartreuse dye. This will flat out get flatlined. So let me show you guys. Let me see what we can do. Sorry about the wind noise. Hopefully you guys can see that. I like to fish the spinnerbait just below the surface at a pretty good speed. I don't really necessarily worry about making a really long cast. The thing to work on and practice is short, accurate casts, especially at a target-rich environment like you have here at Kapowsin. I like to keep the bait within eyesight. I don't like to leave it out of eyesight. So I normally fish it just below the surface. You're going to get hung up whether you have a trailer hook or not. You're still going to hook logs. It's just a part of the game here. The better caster you are, the less logs you're going to hook. The more you fish the lake, the more you'll beat it into your memory where the stumps are. Bump. We're fishing a edge of the northern flat. I refer to this area as the wood wall. For the longest, you were not able to really get a bigger boat back into that backwater over there. We're sitting in about 4 foot of water right now. find a fish here shortly. Doesn't really take long to find fish with the spinnerbait. It used to be one of my favorite search baits. Nowadays it's a large swim bait. That's my go-to bait. That and topwater. That was a bad cast. Come on, fish, don't be shy. Don't be camera shy. Normally this stretch gets better as we get up here further where the pads start growing right along the wall. Oh yeah, I got one. It's a good one too. Oh yeah. Listen to that, yeah. It smoked that bait. Alright, boat flips on me. Oh. Damn. Damn, Tina. Why she wearing a red lipstick for me? Look at that. She all dressed up. Alright. Let's see what this big mama jamma weighs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's just over 3, I'm guessing. Maybe 3.5. Smoke that spinnerbait. I'm telling you, go get you guys some of them spinnerbaits. Bigger than I thought. 3.72. She got a fat little stomach right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and release her. Let her go do some largemouth things. There you go. Alright. Don't know what happened to the camera, but just remember, short, accurate casts. The more cash you can make to a high percentage spot, the better off you're going to be in the long run. That was fish number 9. That was fish number 2 on the spinnerbait. I caught a 284 earlier on the spinnerbait. And that was a 3.72, I think. Just come out and flatlined it. Give me that! Alright, let's see if we can get some more. It's later in the afternoon, so the fish should be a little bit more active than what they were earlier today. But I have already caught more than I did last weekend. Caught 8 last weekend, just caught my 9th fish today. It just turned to be 4 o'clock right now, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So it should be really good as the wind is going to pick up in the late noon. Could get very interesting. I'm still looking for a fish over 5 pounds. That could very much happen. It could actually happen a few times. Come on, we need another clobber to come out and just smash this thing. Sure. This used to be all closed up right here, this little opening. Now you can have access to get back in there, but the boat's a little too big to go back in there. All the way back in there. My older boat used to go back in there all the time. Waking the spinnerbait just below the surface. Your underarm roll cast is going to be the most effective cast that you can make when you're up close or needing to make super or highly accurate casts. Come on. Eat it. Look at that. 3 stumps on one cast. There's the first 2. Here's the third one. Nothing. Kayakers behind us. Some yackers. Come on. Where you at, Tina? That could have been a bad cast. Try these pads. Uh-oh. No, we good. Come on, guys. Where y'all at? Where is she? Threading the needle. And I didn't even get thumped. Thumped for my effort. $57.62. That's the warmest water we have come across so far to date. I really thought it was going to start out at 58 or so, but that was not the case. Started out at 55, a low 55. It does help to be accurate with your casting when you're at this lake. Short, accurate cast. That's all you need to work on. That's all you need to do at this lake with the spinnerbait on a dark, cloudy, windy, gloomy day. Or it could be first thing in the morning, or it could be late in the evening, because both of those have low light situations. If it was sunny, there's better techniques to do than spinnerbaiting. But in the springtime, sunny day, you could still throw a spinnerbait and get bit in the springtime. That's same with late fall as well. I feel like the bite will be better if it's cloudy. Fish are normally more active low light days. Come on, where you at? Let's try that lay down right here. Right beside it. Nothing. This is, in my opinion, one of the easiest ways to catch at least a 2 to 4 pounder at this lake on an overcast day. Doesn't matter about whether it's spring, summer, or fall. Cloudy day, you're probably going to see me here throwing a spinnerbait. Nothing. Come on. 57.98 degree water. Where's that big in that? Waking that spinnerbait just below the surface. Sure been bit. Come on. Where you at? You take it front of these pads. Make a quick little loop through here. .17 degree water temp. That's the warmest water I've found all year. 58 degrees. All the way up in the far northeast corner of the north end of the lake. Alright, that was not too exciting. Normally there's one on this lay down right here. Let's see. Probably need to throw it up on the closer to the bank. There we go, like that. Kapowsin. Nope. Come on. Come on, big girl. Eat that. I know you're hungry. That's always nice. About fell in. Chomp chomp. Maybe there's a fish on this stump right here. Oh, I totally missed everything. The whole kit and caboodle. There's a terrible cast. Should have been Sally on the corner of that stump wanting to pile drive my bait. Alright. Whoa. Bad a malfunction. Alright, got it. That sounds really good. Really good for the trolling motor blade. All right. Here we are, back at it. We're gonna spinnerbait through this little area right here. See what we can come up with. You'll get a lot more bites if you're fishing with fluorocarbon rather than braid. I rarely fish spinnerbaits on braid anymore. There's certain times that a specific technique will call for that, especially when you're spinnerbaiting around lily pads, inside of lily pads. Early in the year when it's kind of sparse, not so thick and full just yet, it's a really good thing to try out. You'd be surprised. There's so many different patterns in bass fishing. You fish enough of these stumps, you're going to run into some fish. You compile all that year after year after year after year of doing this, you come up with a pretty good plan. I try to hit up just about every visible stump that I can see, whether it's below the surface of the water or above the surface. And if I get a fish to strike and not hook up, I will take a mental note of where that fish was. I'll let it rest for a bit and I'll come back and I hit it from the same angle as she bit from before. You would be so surprised how many fish, extra fish, you can come back and nail and catch if you just let it rest for a little bit and come right back and do the same thing again. A couple weeks ago, there was a pretty good sized fish that come off of this lay down right here, just to the right of my bait. Oh, right there. That was a pretty good sized fish. That might have been that fish. Come on. Ah! Hopefully you guys got to see that fish come up and smack that spinnerbait. There's a really deep laydown over there. I got to see what the fish come off of last time, about 2 weeks ago. Let's try that one more time. Nope. Oh, about to hit a stump. Once again, your underarm roll cast is going to be your best friend. It is the most accurate way I feel like to cast a spinnerbait without a giant splash. Start to sprinkle, sprinkle. Wish you guys could see that lay down right underneath the surface of the water. It's massive. It's probably 50, 60 foot long. Oh, right there. God. One was inside that freaking laydown. I should maybe put a trailer hook on here. Gotta be more fish out here. Huh. Should have been one there. Woo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong way. Go that way. Go straight forward. Come on, boat. Come on, big girl. Where are you at? Where are you hiding at? It looks like an eagle taking some stuff to help build the nest or something in the sky. Threading the needle right there. Come on. Nothing. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Woo. Stuff delicious. longer rod. If you're using a 7-foot medium heavy, that's good to go. If you're like me and you like a little bit longer of a rod for a little bit more casting distance, then that definitely works and helps out, especially on windy days. Hopefully you guys can see that spinnerbait just below the surface, waking it. Huh. Should have been bit. We're at 4:50 p.m. It's time to put the rain jacket back on. Hopefully you guys can see that blades flashing just below the surface coming towards the boat. Nothing like watching that and then seeing one just make that flash disappear. That should have smoked and choked. Whew. I'll get you guys to catch back to me. Alright, we're back at it. I actually caught another 1.5 pound keeper on the spinnerbait underneath one of those laydowns or overhanging trees. I did not get it on film. So that was the number 11 for the day. Number 3 on the spinnerbait. We've been here since about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Currently it's 6:57 p.m. right now. Trying to close out the day with the 5-6 pounder. Oh yeah, got a good one. Oh yeah. Looks to be another 3 pounder. Oh flip. This is number 12. It looks to be close to a 3 pounder. Look at that. Let's weigh her. See what she weighs real quick. Make sure that's good to go. 319, 315, 319. We just call it. Just got this 319 on the spinnerbait. It's number 12 fish of the day. Number 4 on the spinnerbait. Beautiful fish. Let's go ahead and release her. She smoked that spinnerbait. Dang. She hungry. Hit that like button. Especially if you like the spinnerbait. feel like there's some more fish. You guys can see that white stuff on that stump. I think those are eggs. Bass eggs. So that fish could have been up there squirting her eggs up on that top of that stump. And seen that spinnerbait and was like, oh my, I can't resist. Oh, this is perfect spinnerbait weather. Come on, biggin. I wouldn't mind another 4-pounder. Come on, where you at, big Tina? Calling all Tinas, Tammys. I got the whole sheet cake for you. Huh. .55-degree water temp right here. A little bit chillier than the rest of the lake, but this is all a part of the main lake right here. It does have some wind blown on it. Alrighty. Hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button yet. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell and receive the newest content from me. Thank you for watching.